Hey, what's up guys? It's Frank. Just got back from the gym a little while ago, having some food, post-workout meal. Didn't really have too much food actually around the house because we haven't gone like grocery shopping or food shopping for the week yet. So I ended up finding this thing in the freezer, which is pretty cool. The fiance was holding out on me. Bird's Eye Steam Fresh Italian style protein blends. So these are the ones that just go in the microwave. It's already got like the sauce in it. You can see here what it's got in it. Lentils, spinach, broccoli, beans, and sauce. Macros are pretty good. So this is the macros here for one serving, and there was 1.5 in the bag or so. So for the full thing, it's around 6 grams of fat, 60 carbs, and 18 grams of protein. So I'm gonna have that, and then I'm just cooking up a piece of chicken on the stove because our grill ran out of propane the other night, which always sucks, especially when you are cooking something on the grill and then it runs out. So I'm just gonna have this piece of chicken. It was around like 4 ounces or so, something like that. Whoops. So workout actually went really well. I've been trying to fix my deadlift form over the past couple of weeks. Since I started doing deficit deadlifts recently, I've noticed that my form feels and looks way better on those than on my like conventional competition style deadlift, which is kind of weird. So I was trying to figure out what the difference is, and I think it's just I sit back way more because I sit deeper into the deficit, and my torso angle is less horizontal and it comes up a little bit more. So I was trying to mimic that today, and it felt way better than it has recently on pulls from the floor. So I'm hoping if I do that, it will help out my conventional deadlift from the floor, hopefully, because I've been feeling really strong on the deficits, and I wish I felt that way on pulling from the floor. But there's this really cool calculator thing that Harry found and sent to me to kind of determine whether or not you might be better at pulling sumo versus conventional, because we've been playing around with that a little bit, trying to figure out maybe I'll be stronger that way, because I am taller. I'm around 6 feet tall. So sometimes if you're taller, you might be better off, but it really depends on your arms, your arm length, your torso length related to your height. So there's this pretty cool calculator online that I'll put the link down in the description box below, but I did my measurements here. You can see this is my height, so 71 inches, so that's 5'11". 30.5 inches are my arms, which came out to 42% related to my height, so that came out to being long for arms. And then my torso was 32.5 inches, or 46% of my height, which came out to being short. So it actually says that I am better off pulling conventional, which is something I'm happy with, because I never really even tried pulling sumo. I mean, I probably should at some point just to see if I'm stronger that way. I just always liked conventional, especially back when I was more focused on like building muscle and my physique. I liked the conventional because it's an overall better muscle builder than the sumo. But obviously now that I'm focused more on powerlifting, I just want to do whatever I'm stronger at, really. So I might try sumo eventually. Still not sure how I feel about it. I kind of like pulling conventional better than sumo, so we'll see. I'm gonna eat this meal here, and there's probably still some more training footage going on. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you in the next one. Alright, so I decided to just do a voiceover on here also. So after conventional deadlifts, I moved on to doing some Romanian deadlifts. This is 230 pounds here. Really just focusing on getting a good stretch in my hamstrings. When I do these, my stance is slightly wider than my conventional deadlift from the floor, and I think I angle my toes out just a little bit more, trying to really feel it in the hamstrings and then really contracting the glutes through on the way up. Next I just moved on to some chest supported row 3 sets of these also, probably around 10 to 12 reps on each. I like doing just a chest supported movement because my low back gets a lot of work from obviously doing the deadlifts and then the Romanian deadlifts, and then also even from like squatting and stuff the day before this. So this is just a pull day in general. Right now I'm still on a 4-day split. I do like a push day, a pull day, and then I have a lower and an upper day. I've been using that kind of split for a while and just changing up the main movements. Been doing a lot of variations lately that I don't really have a meet coming up soon, or I actually might though. I'll have to, still waiting on some meet schedules to be finalized to figure out when I'm going to be competing, but hopefully at some point in April. So next I moved on to just some pull-ups. This is with a pronated grip. I do 4 sets of these. I try to get anywhere between 40 to 50 reps total within 4 sets. So pronated here, a second day of the week I do chin-ups with a supinated grip and do kind of like the same thing. The next movement are hamstring curls. So this is just a lying leg curl. I like this, the way this machine feels. There's also like obviously the one where you're seated and doing the same kind of movement, but I really like the lying leg curl. These were 3 sets also. I think I hit anywhere from like 10 to 12 reps on those sets. So after those I just moved on to some dumbbell curls. I do supinating dumbbell curls where I start with a neutral grip and then I supinate on the way up. And I do these also twice a week, the dumbbell curls. Today I use a heavier weight and go for lower reps, and then on the second day of the week when I do them, I do a lighter weight for some more reps. Just kind of like a personal preference. And I do the exact same movement, starting with the neutral grip and then supinating on the way up. I also did do abs today. I just did a incline sit-up, or a decline sit-up I guess, where it's on like a decline bench, and then I was just holding like a 35-pound dumbbell. I really like those. I feel like they develop my abs a lot too. I used to have way better abs, I think, because I used to do those a lot, and then I kind of stopped doing them, and I noticed that my abdominal muscles, especially like my rectus abdominis, the ones that you actually see, got smaller. So I've been doing those again lately. So that's it for this video, and we'll see you in the next one.